I think I belong in the South a little bit. I've been fitting in. I've been fitting in just fine. I love it down here.
You know, I was at Florida and I came in after Kyle Pitts. I know that I'm not Kyle Pitts.
I'm a hard-nosed offensive tackle. I mean, I give you 60 minutes of hell when I step on the field. So I'm really rugged. I'm really rough. Nothing I do is pretty.
Spencer Rattler, this big name guy, would be, the most selfish. No, very down-to-earth guy. I'm ready for him to throw me the ball. He can sling it.
I'm excited to know that he's trusted me and my abilities to bring me in from a D2 level rather than getting someone else from the SEC that he could have easily picked up.
Now that I'm here at this university, at this wonderful university, there's none like it. I'm not just saying it just because I'm here, but because I've been through other universities, and now this one right here, they really appreciate what we can bring to the table. They appreciate it as men first and foremost.
Explosive plays, being able to stretch the field, using my abilities to run and catch, run after catch.
Trying to be relatable to each other, basically. Just, understanding each other. We all young here. I guess you could say that's a good thing because now we can build on something.
I think I play with speed. I try and play with good feet and a sense of violence and attitude.
Learning the offense isn't that hard. Kind of similar to what I did at Memphis, but just the verbiage is a little different. But other than that, that's any place you go to, verbiage is just going to be different. You just got to pick up on what's similar and what's not. And what's not, you just got to work on.
So I'm very excited. And then Lenore's, he might have the strongest arm I've ever seen. I mean, he flicks his wrist, it's going 60.
It was my dad, myself, Coach Beamer, and Coach Wright. And he went up and shook my dad's hand and said, "Hey, Daryl, how are you doing?" And that meant a lot to me because I came from a place where they didn't even know where I was from, and it had been a year. So for him, even if he had to go and check up on my report, that meant a lot to me. So it just shows the kind of guy that he is.
We're definitely going to go very fast tempo, which I haven't played in his offense before, so I can't really give you too much details. But I just know that I loved having him as a position coach, man. Very down-to-earth guy, great coach, knows what he's talking about and will tell you, and he's a great teacher. Some guys can't teach, but they know what they're talking about. But he'll break it down, explain it to where you have to understand it. It's too easy not to.
If y'all didn't know, Juju played safety. So every time, that's the reason why really just kind of bred into me violence, because Juju always been a hitter, the smaller he is, but he loved to hit in high school. So when he played safety, that was just something, he came up to me and just was like, why we just can't be violence today?
This opportunity has formed and shaped me to become the better man that I can truly be. I sat down with Coach Beamer when he told me, he was like, "Hey, look, we want you to be a great football player, but we also want you to be a better man in general, all around." That's one thing I can say about Coach Beamer. He wants us to be better men.
I've been paying attention, not really, really closely, but you can hear things and you can see the turnaround with the fans, the athletes, just seeing everybody kind of buy into what he got going on. I absolutely wanted to be a part of that. To play in the SEC on the big stage at home, yeah.
I believe I have an old school style, also like a Marshawn Folk or a Marshawn Lynch. I have speed, I can run through you, run past you. I'm pretty effective in all three phases of the game.
A few moments after that, I spoke to a friend of mine, Calvin Austin, that played with me at Memphis. He told me that he spoke to Coach Limbo. And then right after that, I wound up speaking to Coach Limbo, and me and Coach Limbo hit it off great. Had a great conversation. He's a special teams guy. I'm a special teams guy.
To be honest, me and Coach Teasley, we've actually been knew each other since I'd say my senior year of high school. So we kind of already built that relationship when he was at his old school at North Carolina Central. And so when I joined the transfer portal, it kind of was like a light that rekindled.
The guys down here work really, really hard, and so it's fun to go into an environment where the expectation is that you work really hard and you give everything you have. So obviously Spencer's a great teammate and a great leader, and there's a plethora of other guys. Really, I spent a majority of my time with the O-line, and guys like Vershawn Lee, for example, extremely hard worker and really teaching me the ropes down here.
I've really liked the coaching staff here. That was one of the biggest reasons. And honestly, one of the biggest reasons I chose to come here is because I got to play Florida. So, I'm looking forward to it.
I think I'm going to be used in actual, tight end role, catching more passes, blocking downfield, blocking in the perimeter. but also getting involved in the pass game a lot.